we're not done. We are not done. Oh, this is like Christmas right now. Just we don't have the game. But once again, shout out to Dummy. He did inform me that on the Dragon Ball official site, we got more information. Oh, and we gotta talk about it, because I seen some crazy things. We gotta, let's just hop in. Okay, so start playing as Resident of Age 1000. Oh, and apparently we will be able to get a chance to play it early. Hold on, where was it? I'll show it at the end, but apparently there is a possibility that we are able to play this a little bit early, but maybe it shows up in here. Anyways, the demo ROM prepared for this event allowed players to choose their... Okay, so people played this earlier, and this was in Japan, more than likely. Okay, so some people already played the game, which means this is what Ndukauba and them were actually probably doing if they got invited to something a little bit later, because Dion said what happened over at the Summer Games Fest, they didn't have the game to play. Anyways, the staff chose Earthlings with well-balanced abilities and all-around persona. It felt perfect for a first playthrough. While character creation is normally possible at this point, the demo ROM starts the game with a play character designed by Akira Toriyama. Let's save the fun of creating our own avatar in the full version of the game. Start playing as Resident of Age 1000. From the arm-mounted information terminals to the wall displays, is full of futuristic vibes right from the start. The gameplay begins in my room, where the atmosphere of the far more advanced technology than the present day perfectly matches the piles of magazines and other items on the floor. I wonder if the player in the character in the game is also bad at tidying up, just like the staff. Just as I was feeling a sense of kinship with them, I received a call from Gamma 1. Following their instructions to meet up, I left my room and headed to the entrance. Okay, so I ran into Trunks when I left my room. So you left out the room, Trunks is right there. In the demo ROM, you could have simple conversations with familiar characters in the entrance area. It's unclear how they will appear in the final product, but having these familiar characters there really makes you feel like you're in the world of Dragon Ball. So step out into the entrance, you'll find yourself in the unknown world of Age 1000. So this is going to be like, as soon as we walk out the building, this is what we're going to see. The new city area has a futuristic feel, yet what appears to be a pipe-like tunnel floating in the sky, it also retains some of the charm of West City, creating a cityscape where new and nostalgic feelings coexist for Dragon Ball fans. I feel the urge to wander around the field at will, but it seems like the area I can move around in is limited. I'll save the exploration for another time and talk to Gamma 1, who is standing right in front of me, to accept a quest exclusive to the demo ROM. Okay, so that's probably going to get you acclimated to like the fighting. It's probably going to be like a situation that they have to do, maybe. Don't know. The fact that the person is saying that his movements feel limited, that's probably because it's a demo and they have it isolated to a certain district that they have to really focus on for it, so that way you're not getting the full experience, because it's a demo. So I'm hoping it's not like what they did in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1, where you have to go through like a gate to get to the other side of the world. I hope that's not the case. I hope it is all one loaded in area, just like it was for Xenoverse 2. It would be regressive if it is like what they did for Xenoverse 1. Okay, we want to be progressive. This is Xenoverse 3, not Xenoverse 1. But I'm pretty sure because it was a demo, that's the reason why I felt like that. All right, the player character is then transported to an icy continent and quest finally begins. Okay. An exploratory quest that accelerates the Dragon Ball experience. In this game, some quests are exploration type, where players must complete each stage on the map while achieving the objectives set for each quest, like gathering the Dragon Balls. So that's something similar that we already have for Xenoverse 2. So they're going to be breaking up quests probably a little bit more in different objectives than just getting the Dragon Ball, because that's all we really had in Xenoverse 2 was getting the Dragon Ball, retrieve the Dragon Ball. That was really more of our objective quest. The other ones were just fighting and putting hands on people. So they have the frozen tundra at the start of the quest. The quest name and objectives will be displayed, as you'll see here. The stages are seamlessly connected, and movement using the flying technique is incredibly smooth. The fast pace of defeating enemies that appear one after another and progressing through the stages is quite different from the previous game, making you feel like you're adventuring in a part of the Dragon Ball world. So All right, so there's no more going through the teleport thingies no more. It's all one seamless place. So you come in out of your like I said in the my initial reaction, you're coming out the portal. That is the one and only portal to that quest. It's a full-on world like it's Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. You can see how Dragon Ball Z is universe. Well, Dragon Ball Z Universe 3 has been influenced from Sparking Zero, has been influenced from Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and from the Dragon Ball Z Universe 2 game. You can see all that into this. Literally, they were the building blocks for Xenoverse 3 in the background, because this is Kakarot. This is Kakarot world. Look at the world. It's Kakarot. Even just moving through the gaps in the ice cliffs is incredibly fun. Furthermore, some techniques allow you to attack multiple enemy characters simultaneously. In this demo ROM, the ultimate technique, Super Kamehameha, is an example of this. The exhilarating feeling of blasting away multiple enemies at once is sure to be addicting. Can I zoom in? Let's zoom in. But that's gonna cut off just a little bit. Hold on, just a little bit. Okay. All right. So look. Oh, so we get to get the HUD. All right. So here's the health of myself, I'm guessing, then my teammates. These are the people that I can attack. Right. And then, oh wait. All right, so I'm guessing this is your Link buddies attacks. So if, let's say, like Trunks, they're probably going to explain this, but let's say if you're with Trunks, Trunks is your master or like your mentor, you can use his abilities. So this is the master's or the mentor's abilities that you learn and you can use. Because look, X is missing. We have square, triangle, and circle. We have 2 key-based attacks. And then we have, I'm guessing he's gonna like highlight and we could transform into him, or like, you see that orange right there? Maybe that's his gauge that says that we could transform like we seen in the trailer. And then these are our basic attacks. So I'm guessing these are what we chose. So like this could be charging, this could be our Kamehameha, because it does say that it does use a Kamehameha. And then these are strike based skills. So numerous suppression type battle drones stand in the player's way. Then he immediately unleashed his Super Kamehameha and took aim. All right. Okay, so the blast. Oh, wait a minute. Look. Oh, he activated the one on the left. Yeah, because it's depleted now. Look, it's depleted. Okay, so maybe we got that wrong. Maybe this is for something else then, and this is what you actually have equipped. So this is your actual blast. Oh, maybe they'll explain a little bit. With an energy wave that almost completely covers the screen, the enemy is knocked all at once. Furthermore, players participate in quests as part of the Great Saiyan Squadron. The allied GS Squadron members, the NPCs in the demo, perform various actions such as blocking enemies' attacks with barriers and healing damaged player characters, so they can do supports. This game, like its predecessor, is planned to support multiplayer, meaning players should be able to participate in quests like these with friends, which only increase the anticipation. The cut and poses at the start of the quest are also full of Super Sentai style. And finally, you arrive at the deepest part of the stage. Standing before the player as the boss of this quest is Broly, Super Saiyan full power, who appeared in the movie Dragon Ball Super Broly. Warning, you get the warning screen. When a warning appears, it's a sign that a formidable enemy is about to appear. And I'm guessing, like its predecessor, it's gonna go golden when you've gotten the other secret part of the quest, you know, to further pursue. Broly unleashes attacks straight out of the movie, including large blasts from, is that Nova? Galactic Nova? From all directions. Getting hit by his energy blast will inevitably cause massive damage. So you'll need to rely on the barriers provided by your GS teammates to escape his attacks. According to the advice that appears in the bottom right corner of the screen, so here, you can avoid the energy blast by hiding behind icebergs. Thanks for the advice. Okay, so you have environmental protection as well too. So they have points for the environment has somewhat of a helpful nature as well too. Kind of like how Sparking Zero, when you're fighting, how your opponent can hide behind a rock and like not get hit, right? Or if you're trying to do like a chase down attack and it gets in your way. I managed to dodge the energy blast by hiding behind the iceberg, and when I glanced at the producer of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, who was standing with his arms crossed behind the demo ROM, he said, "We set the difficulty of defeating Broly to be on the higher side in this demo ROM. I should have asked before playing." After that, with advice from the producer and support from my fellow GSN time members, I narrowly defeated Broly. Narrowly! I won the fierce battle on the icy continent and completed the quest. And then you get the success right here. KOs number 1. Quest completion screen where battle results and other information are displayed. Now that we successfully completed the quest and taken a breather, let's take a closer look at the battle system, which is the heart of the Dragon Ball. Introducing a new battle system that lets you enjoy exhilarating Dragon Ball action. Utilize the appropriate skill attributes for each situation. The special moves, ultimate moves that characters can use are assigned one of the 3 attributes: guard piercing, stamina draining, or break critical hit. Okay. Wow. Okay, so guard piercing, you're doing damage to them, I'm guessing, while they're guarding. Stamina draining is attacks that's going to drain their stamina, and then the break critical is probably the stamina break. All right, so you can see that we have our listings for our attacks here. In this ROM, we were able to confirm the break critical hit type marked in. Oh, okay, so these are your options to do that. So this is what was on the right. So on the left was your actual like move sets that you created, and then I'm guessing, well, not guessing, but these are the different type hits. So marked in red, and the stamina drain is marked in yellow. So these are the break critical hits that I'm guessing you could do at the end of a combo or at the middle of the combo, and then this is what you can do to hit their stamina. Each type of attack has its own unique characteristics. Guard piercing type deals damage by penetrating the enemy's guard. So if they're guarding, you can still do some damage. Spirit draining type, which is significantly reduces the enemy spirit, and then break. So that's the break. And then break critical type. Oh wait, no, critical type, which deals massive damage and is compatible with break critical hits. In this game, reducing an enemy's spirit gauge to 0 puts them in a state called spirit break. So spirit break is this, I'm guessing here, is getting depleted. The curve gauge displayed next to the character is the stamina gauge. So right here. And then the number indicated the remaining amount of stamina, which is 0. So that means you're out of stamina. So you can go for a stamina break there. So you have a window to actually get that stamina break off. When you use special move, ultimate move with the break critical attribute on an enemy in the stamina break state, a special motion called break critical will be activated. You can deal massive damage to the enemy with a flashy, cool action. And then as you can see, look, they used it. And Trunks is probably saying like, good work. A cut-in captures the moment when a pool's sweat flies, creating a truly perfect image. Oh yes, it does. Oh my god. The most efficient way to deal damage in battle seems to be use stamina draining techniques, dealing damage with normal and special moves to reduce the enemy's stamina. And then once they enter a stamina break state, using break critical techniques to land a break critical. A major change from Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is that special moves no longer consume the stamina gauge when activated. Oh. And can be used at a cooldown interval set for each special move. Wow. The screen immediately after firing a coming out wave, it shows the cooldown period has just begun. Yeah. So you can't just spam it to decrease your key anymore. Huh. Okay. In addition to enemy characters, player characters also have a spirit gauge. Taking damage or overusing the escape, vanish, dodge will deplete your spirit. Running out of spirit will also put you in a spirit break state. So it's important to pay attention to your remaining spirit while... Wow. So you're fighting online. If you're trying to dodge or vanish too much, did they just hit the vanishing part of the game? So like in Xenoverse 2, like you'll notice like how a lot of us like will vanish step. If you do that in this game, you put yourself in a more vulnerable state. So it's best not to spam that no more. Wow. Okay. That's a massive change. Unleash the power of seasoned warriors within yourself. Soul change. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Okay, so if your soul change gauge is full, which was that orange bar, is gone now. You can activate Soul Change, which allows you to summon the souls of warriors from the Dragon Ball series and use their power to fight. Okay, so I was right. Okay, so you gain their abilities, you gain their stats as well too, possibly, right? When you embody Soul, the player character transforms into Trunks. In this demo ROM, Future Trunks Z was selected, and after transforming, his HP recovered, his stats such as attack power also increased significantly. He was able to inflict significant damage on the formidable Broly. So I felt that he might be a trump card in the game's battle system. And combined with the emotional appeal of being able to switch to your favorite character, that's the impression that I got. So Broly's knocked down, and it looks like there's a call action. Special moves and other actions will of course be unique to each character. Also, while we couldn't experience the awakening techniques, from the previous game in this demo, you can experience them by selecting Saiyan in the character selection at the start of the game. If you have an awakening technique set, you can transform into a Super Saiyan if your race is Saiyan, and so on. Each race can awaken into a different higher form, making for an incredible exciting battle system. This time we only had a limited time to try out the demo ROM, but we were able to fully enjoy the latest Dragon Ball action aspects, including the seamless movement within the stages, the weight of each punch felt in the cutscenes, and the detailed motion of each technique, which combined speed and impact. In addition, new systems such as cooldowns, attribute-based special moves, and soul change allowed us to fully enjoy not only the evolution of the battle system in terms of tactics and strategy, but also the essence of the latest Dragon Ball action. We're also looking forward to seeing what kind of story will unfold in Age 1000. Although detailed information has not yet been revealed, the latest information, including our experience playing the demo ROM, will be posted on the Dragon Ball official site. So that's what we're reading. And then that's it. Oh my god, dude! Dude, this is so cool. Like, they have they altered Xenoverse 2. Like, a lot. Like, it's, dude, the fact that you can't even vanish step or vanish, like, abuse in the system no more is insane, because you put yourself in the spirit break state. And then, if that happens, they can land a break critical on you. Like, it's so much now that you have to pay attention to. And they've gotten rid of such bad habits that we've gotten from Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I think when a lot of us get into Xenoverse 3, we're going to have to really sit down and try not to result to a default setting when we were like in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Dude, oh my god, I just need a date. The fact that they had, oh my god, we talked about this too, man. Oh, the fact that they have a playable version. I said this in my Missing Dragon Ball video where we didn't get a new trailer yet during the Summer Games Fest, where we had the State of Play showcase and the Expo showcase. The fact that I was saying that the fact that we didn't get that, more likely they're going to have it at the Game Awards. They're going to show like the actual release. And I am pretty sure they got an alpha build that they are having people either test or that they're running their game on. Because the way that the trailer looked, that they first showed us with the first trailer, it looked too good. It looked like it was basically damn near almost complete. So it was inevitable that they're going to do testing with some people. And my god, they did not disappoint. Wow. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed, I guess, the part 2 to my initial reaction. This is going up immediately after, so you're gonna be seeing this as well too. I'm excited. I don't know what else I could be happy for. I just need the streets to open. I just need it. I need it. Just give me a date. Just give me the date.